Welcome, mothers and others. I'm so excited to introduce to you our next candidate who's running for office. Sarah Eckhardt is running for Texas State Comptroller. Welcome, Sarah. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad I'm here. How are you, Nancy?
I'm doing great. So, Sarah, let's hit it at the top. Can you tell us why are you running for office?
I am running for office to end one party rule in Texas, and I'm specifically running for comptroller because we need a watchdog instead of a lapdog in that office. That's the chief financial officer, and our money is not red or blue. It needs a watchdog over our hard-earned tax dollars rather than a lapdog for the rich and powerful.
So, what do you feel this office needs right now?
Well, this office really needs independence. So everybody in Texas, no matter what jersey you wear, no matter, whether you are a mountain person or a beach person, we're all Texans. And we all want to know that um, we can have a home that we can afford, that we can live in a safe and welcoming community, and that we can have a hand in prosperity that we can build on and that our kids can build on. And we deserve to have a government that's investing our hard-earned tax dollars in that prosperity, and can be trusted with that money. But what we're seeing is, say, historic budget surpluses and a Texas miracle and rainy day fund on track to hit $28 billion. But a lot of Texans are not feeling economically secure right now. And so we really need to dive into that and see, how is our money being invested? Is our government working for us? And if it's not, who is it working for?
So, can you tell us a little bit more about who you are and your personal values?
Sure. So I'm a lawyer. I have a master's degree in public affairs, which includes public finance and tax policy. I've been a prosecutor and a county commissioner and a county judge. I was the first female county judge in Travis County, and while I was there, I cut taxes 3 times and managed large budgets and negotiated with people like Apple and Samsung and folks like that. And then I went to the Texas Senate. And so for the last 5 years, I've been staring into the heart of darkness. um, and so it's really important to me to have a government that is responsive to the people, and the people who are paying for that government should know where their money is going. And it needs to be their state government should be effective, efficient, and fair. And just like Lincoln said, and I'm paraphrasing like crazy, but the Texans deserve all the government that they need. And they also deserve only the government that they need. Nothing intrusive, um, overreach, dipping into people's personal lives, or dipping into private enterprise in a way that is inappropriate.
What are the top three issues that you are running on?
So the top three things, really, above all, the comptroller's office needs to follow the money and follow the law. That has not been happening recently. Under the Republican rule over the last several years, the comptroller's office has pretty much been told to sit down, shut up, and write the check no matter what. So the first thing is to take a look at the voucher system. I did not vote for vouchers, and I was not and am not in favor of using public funds, our hard-earned public dollars, to pay for private enterprise. But that being said, the very first thing to do is to use the Odyssey contract, the $50 million Odyssey contract that was preferred by Jeff Yass, who gave $10 million to Greg Abbott, to have vigorous oversight over that program and report back to Texans and the legislature who's benefiting most, least, and not at all by that ill-conceived policy. I can't change the policy as comptroller, but I can definitely report out its performance. Second is to make sure that the comptroller's office is reporting honestly on how much money, how much of our hard-earned federal tax dollars are being left in an account up in DC. We're leaving Medicaid dollars in an account in DC. We're leaving food support dollars in an account in DC. We're leaving emergency service dollars in an account in DC. We're leaving civil and criminal justice dollars in an account up in DC. All of these things we've already paid for with federal income tax, but we're not drawing them down, which alleviates the everyday economic concerns of Texans. And then third, also to make sure that we're appropriately auditing for no bid contracts. We're seeing an increasing trend of the governor's office utilizing no bid contracts under emergency declarations that go on forever. That was not the intention under the Texas Constitution. And I hope that the legislature would respond appropriately because the legislature is supposed to set the budget, not the executive branch. And also, we're supposed to have competition for state contracts and not brother-in-law deals to your biggest donors.
So now we get to have a little bit of fun and we get to know you a little bit better, Sarah. We're going to do a speed round, so let's hit it. What is the last book you read?
So, the last book I read was The Rural Voter, which was a really long tome that was statistical, blah, 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 which was super fun. But the book I read before that, which was really inspiring, was First Democracy by Paul Woodruff, a UT professor who has, he's deceased now, but really such a deep thinker on what democracy means. And boy, did it get my motor running.
What is your favorite word?
We'll just say banana is my second favorite.
Do you have a favorite song?
A favorite song, Everyone's a Winner. Yeah, that's like everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, everyone's a winner, baby. That's no lie. Guaranteed to satisfy. You know, that one.
Yeah. Do you have a personal motto?
To see the good in everyone and focus on that, and to see the good in myself and focus on that. That everybody's struggling. Everyone's struggling. So look at them with compassion and kindness. Like on my bad days in the Texas Senate, I look up at the dais and I envision Dan Patrick as a little boy in a coonskin cap watching Davy Crockett on a black and white TV in Baltimore. And then it's a little easier to, to extend some compassion.
What is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal is ever since I was a little kid, my favorite meal is strawberries, just a whole strawberry dredged in sour cream and then in brown sugar. It's so simple, but it's so good.
What is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby, um, I really like to go to Zumba classes. I really like to dance it out.
Do you have a favorite animal?
I can't choose because then all my animals will get super jealous. I have dogs and cats,
Same.
and they're awesome. And then of course I have humans and dogs and cats. So many mammals in my house.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about where we can find and learn more information about your campaign? What is your URL and what are your social media handles?
Sure. My website is saraheckhardt.com. That's Sarah with an H. And Eckhardt is Eckhardt. Pretty much throw every consonant you can pack into it. Saraheckhardt.com. And then my social media handles are Sarah Eckhardt TX. It's all of them are Sarah Eckhardt TX.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for joining me today and letting me introduce the voters to you. It really means a lot to me. And I look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail.
Thank you so much, Nancy, and I look forward to seeing you out there too. Let's well, actually, let me say this one last thing, can I?
Yeah.
And maybe this is my personal motto, at least for right now, is that one party rule, no matter Republican or Democrat, is not good for us. One party rule is at least inefficient. It often breeds corruption, and it's very resistant to any kind of accountability. So help me, help Nancy, help all of these good candidates end one party rule in Texas.
Amen to that. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.